Hey all, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing my bullet journal setup, and this is going to be in my Leuchtturm 1917. I'm also going to be using my Lauren Phelps design clear vinyl cover. It's a clear glitter, sorry. I love it. It's still in really good shape. It did not crack or tear anywhere, so it is going to be perfect for me to reuse. First of all, I'm going to do what I should have done back in December. I probably should have done all of this back in December. Nobody's counting. We don't care. We're moving forward. That's my word for the year, by the way, forward. We are moving forward and we are just going with it. I wasn't feeling it in December. I'm pretty sure you already heard me talk about this in my Hobonichi setup, but I just wasn't feeling it. And I'm getting back to feeling it. So I am all set up. You are going to see me buzz through this, and not only because I have you on like double speed here or triple speed or something like that. So right off the bat, what we do is always go through the previous bullet journal and write down the spreads that you used. I also think it's a good idea to write down how many pages those spreads took so you can decide if you want more or less. I actually have quite a lot in this bullet journal that I'm flipping through that I didn't use. You see empty spreads, or I only use first half of the year, or in some cases last half of the year. And so I ended up making a list of, I think, a page and a half long, and I ended up only using about a page, or maybe not even an entire page list wise of the spreads that I used in the past. First up, of course, we are decorating with the washi tape. I love washi tape, and I super love decorating the inside covers. For the Hobonichi, you saw me only be able to do a couple of washi tapes on the back covers that went into the slots. But since the Lauren Phelps design cover is clear and you can see through them, I am going to be able to do the entire sheet. So I am using all of my amazing, beautiful washies, and you are going to be able to I saved scraps. You're going to see me save the scraps of them. I did not go overboard 100%. I really didn't. I had a great time picking these out, honestly. And so I started off with these two Disney themes. These are the princesses and the villains. This is from a set from Once More with Love. I also have, I think, a bullet journal, or maybe, yeah, I have a weekly kit from this same collection, kind of a little bit on the older side. And when I say that, I want to say within the past couple of years. You saw that I did not really use my bullet journal these last year or so, maybe year and a half, to the best of my ability. Certainly not like I used to. And I'm looking forward to getting back to that. I really am hopeful, and I'm planning on doing more than I did in the past. After those two Disney ones, I actually have 5. I'm using the 5 quilt themed that I got from Sewtopia, which of course is one of my favorite online fabric shops. And then I used all 5 of the washi that are the quilt themed, and then I used a Coffee Monsters Co. I think I used 2 of the Coffee Monsters Co. actually, that you are going to be able to see. I'm just really glad that I got to decorate the entire page, and I'll be able to look at that and see that while I'm using my bullet journal. I feel like I've turned a corner. I don't think I get seasonal depression. And I feel like I just wasn't feeling it. I cannot explain it any other way. Other than I just wasn't feeling getting all my stickers out and sorting them and figuring out, what do I have? What can I use? What do I want to use? I did set up my last 3 weeks in my now previous bullet journal, which was those last few weeks of December. And I did write in it. I filled it out. I have a couple of pages that I wanted my kids to add to, and I never got around to doing it. So, the best times, we always have plans, and sometimes our best intent, we have the best intentions and it just doesn't fall through. It's a bullet journal. It's not that deep, but I am really glad to have kind of turned the corner and gotten excited again about being able to set this up and finish it. I did have to break out my little tiny scissors there to snip off that little edge because I just had the tiniest bit. And so once I turned the corner, I use that green one with like the gold leaves. I think that's a Cultivate What Matters. And then honestly, the rest of this page is all Coffee Monsters Co. If you are a fan of Helen or if you have tried to purchase, I know that it's really difficult. Honestly, I put a reminder in my calendar and I set up a notification on that to remind me like 15 minutes before the sale starts. So then I jump on my laptop and I go to the site, and she, most of the time, probably, if not all, I'm not sure, most of the time, if not all the time, Helen has all the items on the website, but they're not marked as being in inventory yet. And so once her sale starts, then the inventory is like turned on. So you're able to have like pages open, and if you're fast, you got to have fast fingers. You probably need to have like an account on the website, and you need to have like your address saved and stuff like that. I know that there are sometimes complaints from some of the fans of Helen's artwork and of the washi and the stickers and stuff like that because things sell out so fast. So I've been really lucky to have my fast fingers, my fast internet speed, and make some really good purchases. So I do have quite a bit of the Coffee Monsters Co. washi. Unlike other people, I only have one roll. I have two rolls of the darker Plannerland update, the one with the darker background. And then she recently had a sale, and I did purchase multiple rolls of that too. Because for one thing, I'm going to work really hard at using my washi up. So I want to make sure that after I use up a roll, I still have a roll to be able to continue using. And then for another thing, I give them away as gifts. My mom is also a bullet journaler, and my daughter is sometimes a planner. She bought a pre-printed planner for the spring semester for school and for work. And I did give her some stickers and some washi. And so we'll see how she does with using hers and using it up. But I really like it. I just think it's a fun thing, and why not be happy, right? I talked about this before on another video. I talked about how I feel like I live a life of joy. I feel like the past couple of years, maybe 2-3 years, I've really thought of in terms of like a bigger picture of like what I want life to look like and what I want to have happen. And I think that that has really allowed me to, I'm an optimist for sure. I know I'm an optimist. That's not a question. But I think that also helps, in my situation, like for me personally, because I take a step back and I'm like, okay, well, how does this fit in a bigger way? How does this set us up for something else? How do we move forward? What do we need to do to keep going? I also speak things into the universe. And so I feel like, I've got good karma and I live a good life. And so, yeah, I am able to, just really enjoy things. And I'm happy that I'm kind of coming out of whatever like funk or down I was in to come back and, be happy about planning and working on my bullet journal again, to be able to set it all up and have it ready to go. And so you see here that I've moved on to the back. This is the back page, and I did also cover the envelope on the other side right there, which you're going to see in a couple seconds. I used from the top down, I've got Coffee Monsters Co., the mild liner pen washi. I don't remember where that came from, but it is legit one of my favorites. I'm shocked I still have as much as I do. I don't know how much washi tape is on a roll, but it is a lot because I feel like I've used that pen washi like in so much stuff, and I still have a ton. It feels like I still have a ton left on that washi roll. And then of course we've got a Coffee Monsters Co. And then again, I used for the bottom half of the page, I used the rest, all 5 of my quilt themed washis. I hope those last. I really like them. They're beautiful. I really like them a lot. I used the gray cards are what came on the back of some stickers, or just came like in the packaging to keep the stickers from bending from one of the Hobonichi stickers that I bought. And I used that at the top to be able to make sure that I could see where the line was for the pocket at the back of the notebook there. So I can still use the pocket. I only did the top of the envelope part, not the envelope. What the heck am I trying to say? I only stickered the top of the pocket. So I used that gray board to make sure that I didn't go over that line at all. On this side, I think this is Mandolin Plan's washi that matches one of the kits. I was a subscriber for a little while, so I do have quite a few. Well, I don't know what quite a few is. I have some of her washi tape. And then next up, I think almost the rest of these until you come to the bottom is going to be Coffee Monsters Co. My Plannerland one with those little planners that look like houses. Again, I feel like I use that one all the time, and I am shocked that I still have so much left. Followed by some more Coffee Monsters Co. Like I said, it's all Coffee Monsters Co. That one, the pink one is the emojis with the desserts. And then next up we have a newer one, which is the vertical washi that looks like a stamp, and it does have like the perforated holes around it, not used for tearing the washi, but just for decor. And then the green background has vegetables. The next background is books. The next one is a snow scene, which is so cute. They're like throwing snowballs and ice skating. And then we finished off with a stripe from Mandolin Plans. That's a really good one. The striped washi from Mandolin Plans is a little bit thinner, so then it's able to fill out that bottom, that last little bit on that pocket. So moving on, we are going to start working on the cover and the back cover. And let me tell you what, this took forever. Like legit, this took so long. I don't know what my problem was. I have so many vinyls. Also, I cleaned up the top of my dresser, and I cleaned up a couple of other spots with like my crafting stuff, and I found even more vinyls. I don't know what my deal is, but I need something to put those on. Anyway, so many vinyls, so many stickers to use, so many to pick from. I ended up picking, I think, like 7 or 8 of them. And you might see, I think I included it here, where I could not decide if I wanted to actually stick the sticker down or if I was going to leave them in and attempt to slide it into the cover. And I don't know, for some reason, I thought that just like the cover would keep them in place. That is a joke. I have no idea why I thought that. That is ridiculous to think that that would stay. So here's the back cover. I'm using a land back sticker. That's a sticker that my daughter worked on and we had printed up. And then I have, this is a beaded sticker, or it's a picture of beadwork that is a like holographic shiny sticker. I have a couple of these ones that are little characters drinking coffees or bobas. And then I have a small sticker that's the postage stamp size that says life is meant for great adventure. I think that's what that says. And then of course I have the Queen of Hearts. Which Disney villain is she? I never remember anybody's name. But I love those stickers. I have a bunch of that postage stamp size for the Disney princesses and the villains. Maybe I only have the villains. Here we come to the front cover. This is a vinyl of my name that I received in an order quite a while ago. I've had it for a while. And so I thought I would stick it on the front cover along with one large sticker and then a bunch of other small stickers. Kind of craft related, right? Like I wanted the cover to be sort of on theme. This little quote right next to my name says, "Those goals look good on you." And then I have "It doesn't have to be perfect to be powerful" vinyl sticker. I don't believe in perfection, like about anything. And I say it quite a bit that I don't believe in perfection. Perfect is not a thing that exists to me. And so I think here is where you're going to see me attempt to, look, I'm going to put this in the vinyl, in the clear cover. And, oh, is it going to stay? Let's see if it stays. Of course it's not going to stay. What was I thinking? I have no idea what I was thinking. Like, this is crazy. I think that, I don't know. I think that I just didn't want to I still like watching this. Like, I don't think I really wanted to use the stickers. I did not want to stick them down. But they all moved around and got weird and got crazy. And of course, when you open it, the cover is not solid cover. Here's a sneak peek of the Hobonichi. If you haven't watched it, go check that out. And then moving on, like I did go back in and you can see here, I did go back in and stick those stickers down. That was not something that I knew was going to be able to stay and get away with. So I did stick those down off camera. And then I sat down to start doing the actual spreads. I really like all my layouts. I really, really, really love what I picked. First off, I went through and tried to figure out which one would go after which one. So of course you quote unquote always start with like the future log, or maybe you always put a calendar down on the front page and then it's your future log, and then it's, I don't even know what could be after that. For me, I'm doing the future log. I'm doing all the rest of my plans. I put them on individual sticky notes, and I put the number of pages that I want each of them to do, as well as if it is something that I'm tracking, how many months am I going to track on each page? Some of them I did 2 months, some of them I did 3. In one situation, I did 1 month per page. But really, this took such a long time. This took forever for me to pick what I wanted to put where, what I wanted in which order. I double checked against my list. I feel like this took forever. I can't remember what I was watching at the same time while I was doing this, but I just genuinely felt like, oh my gosh, how come I can't make a decision? How come I can't figure this out? How come this is taking so long? It was really, truly like, am I in the mood for this? Because I feel like I'm in the mood for this, but for some reason, like nothing else is cooperating with me. So it did take a while to get started. It took a while for me to sit down and do this. I do recommend, I do think it's fine if you take, over the course of like a couple of weeks, like at first go through your old bullet journal and figure out what spreads you have, and then put it away for a little while, and then come back to it with your new bullet journal and figure out what layouts do you want to go, what order do you want them to go in, and stuff like that. Like it felt like it took a super long time. I definitely wanted to, of course, use some washi. And what I did was I sorted my washis into what I had used already to decorate. And then I have my stuff that I haven't used yet in this bullet journal in a separate area in my craft room. And I'm not opposed to using the stuff that I haven't used yet, but I wanted to make sure that I had this stuff that I already used available and accessible to me. So I put a strip of the Coffee Monsters Co. Plannerland. I don't know if that's what the name of it is. I know that it's not sold anymore though, so sorry about that. I put a strip of this on the bottom, and this is just the sticker from Mandolin Plans. The 2024 sticker is the Mandolin Plans from the Advent calendar set. And then I had this big stack of stickers that I went through, which was, I think, all my alphabet stickers, and then just a ton of different deco. I have all my months that I had available for the different spreads that I wanted to do. First off, I'm doing the future log. On the first 2 pages, I did January to June. I did 3 months on each page. I thought that I was marking this correctly. And you will see that I totally made a mistake. And I counted off by 2, I think, on the one side. You can see right there, just like from the top down, it looks off. So I double checked and I remeasured and I did it correctly going forward. So one page has 2 lines on it. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. So this is the future log, and I'm only using 4 pages, and that's going to keep up for the whole entire upcoming year. Future log, I keep track of upcoming trips, bigger events. I have a nephew graduating high school this year, so I'll make sure that I write that down. Very likely that is already in my Google Calendar, but I'm still going to write it down in the future log because I don't know. I just like writing it down. So I started thinking I was going to put future log down. And then I was like, wait, where am I going to put it? Because I need to put my calendars down. And then I thought, wait a second, I want to use like a bunch of washi. Why don't I get my washi out now and like put some of this stuff down? So I actually had to very carefully peel up my calendars. And because I wanted the washi to go underneath them. And so I peeled it up and I put washi across the top and the bottom. And then I put the calendars back down, and then I wrote future log out with these stickers, with the letter alphabet stickers. I got the alphabet stickers from Pip Stickers. That was a subscription that I was doing. Oh my gosh. Wow. We lived in Ghana, over 3 years ago now. So I definitely have had these for quite a while. I spelled future backwards so that it was spaced nicely. And then I moved on to the rest of the months and the washi on the bottom and the next page. I really like doing this. Like I said, I'm coming out of like whatever this down period is. I didn't even feel that down, if that is a way to describe it. I just didn't feel super interested. I still did a lot of stuff. I still did so many craft projects. I finished I have a long arm, right? I set it up when I got here. And I finally put a quilt on it. I finished one and I have one on it right now because I'm trying the pantograph setting. That is the when you stand in the back of it or stand behind it and like use the laser to follow a pattern. It's way harder than I thought it was going to be. I don't know if I'll be able to video any of that. It's tough. Like it is not nearly as smooth and easy as, I don't know, as it looks, I guess, or as like other people make it look. I don't know, but I really like it. And so I'm definitely interested in getting a couple more pantographs. But anyway, that's not what this is about. This is my bullet journal setup. And I don't think I've had a quilting video for a little while. I'll have to get on that. I definitely want to show you my room. I have a bedroom here that I kind of I converted it into a sewing space. But it's also like where you see me doing my filming. This is kind of like the desk area. Half the desk is like my laptop and this cutting mat, and then the other half is my sewing machine. And then I stand at a cutting table area that I set up in the same room to do some of the other, well, not only cutting fabric, but like with the other filming from the top down. So on the second page of the future log, I wrote upcoming, partly because I didn't have enough letters. Like you only have so much of these alphabet stickers, and I knew that I didn't have enough. And you know what? I felt like this was all taking so long. Next up, you are going to hear me not doing a voiceover. I am interjecting into the voiceover because when I was working on setting up my bullet journal, it was just taking a really long time. Like really an extra long time. So I thought, let me just work on this and then I can share it. So I hope you enjoyed what you saw so far. Let's get into what the bullet journal setup looks like. So of course you did see me decorate the washi. That is the inside cover and the back cover. And since I have a clear cover on this, this is a Lauren Phelps Designs cover, by the way. I did washi from edge to edge, and you can still use the pocket. I made sure to be able to do that. And I did save, let me put this in here and show you. I did save these little tiny washi, like extra bits. This is off of mostly, I think, the inside pages from setting up the spreads. It's just little teeny tiny pieces that I thought looked pretty cool. So I'm planning on using, this is a postcard from Sweet Kawaii Design. And I did trim the edges. You can see here that I cut off like that, the edge of that feather tip. I'm planning on taping it in here so that when you tip it up, you can see what is going to be my word of the year. I'm probably going to mark out this rectangle and kind of draw something right inside of that space. That's my idea so far. I have obviously not worked on it just yet. But once you get into the journal, of course, we have the index. This is the Leuchtturm. And then I have my future log. So I used the calendar stickers are from Coffee Monsters Co. Both of the washies are also from Coffee Monsters Co. And then I wrote future log across the top on the first page, and I wrote upcoming on the second page. And so this is my future calendar. I do have a few things already written in there. Super happy about that. The letter stickers I got from Pip Stickers from when I had a subscription. I am going to have a two pages, excuse me. Actually, I put my, what are these? Paper clips in already. So 2 pages to mark using up my fabric. I plan to just make small notes because that's not a ton of space. But if you recall my previous bullet journal, I didn't really use this spread as the best way that I could. I did keep the same washi on both pages, on the top and the bottom, and I managed to be able to use the same sticker for the letters as well. I lucked out with that one for sure, because I think I almost used up that kind of green floral letter sticker that I have. Next up is the space for my star quilts. I do have plans to make a lot of star quilts this year. Again, the same setup with the same washi across the top and the bottom for these pages. And then those the hello name of the month stickers are from Mandolin Plans. Next up is what did I make? And I definitely plan on doing a much better job of keeping track of what I make for this year. I bought a new HP Sprocket, which is a little photo printer, so that I am able to print out photos and stick them in here. So I devoted an entire month an entire page to each month. What did I make across the top? And then again, Mandy Lynn plans stickers. And for this one, I did a different washi for each page. Or for each month. So if you go along and as I turn the pages, you can see that they are all different, different stickers from different designers, different shops, stuff like that. And then of course, I do like to put a paper clip on so that it's easier to just flip the page to the next section. So I did only set up one page for my reading for keeping track of my books. I do use Goodreads to keep track of my books. So I'm planning on, I think I might just come in and write the title of the books. We'll see how far I can get with that because I've already read like 3 or 4 books so far. So I don't know. I know that there'll be other months where I don't read as much, but I thought this was a really cute spread. This sticker, this washi on this left side is Coffee Monsters Co. And this on this other side says just one more chapter. I think that's from Mandy Lynn Plans. And then I put just a different sticker related to reading for each of the months. I did order some month stickers to be able to stick in there as well. This next spread I'm using for my TV movies. Oh, I've watched the series and season and series finale of a million little things. Oh my gosh, so sad. Fantastic ending, but such a sad ending. Here is my YouTube spread, and then this is 2 pages. So I did paperclip those together. And again, I used the same washi on the top and the bottom just for some cohesiveness. I wrote YouTube on the top on this page, and then I managed to have enough stickers to do it on the bottom of the next page. I think that looks really good. The Academy for Virtual Teaching. This is the course that I'm taking so that I plan to do quilt and beadwork classes and offer them online. So this is my kind of course that I'm working through to help me with that. Here is Buffalo Rose. This is a business that I've set up with my mom and my daughter. And this time I have, I'm going to plan on having 2 months for each page. This one is another one where I did different washi on each of the sides for each of the pages. So this all goes together here. You know what? I need to make sure that I put this in that spot. Okay. Next up is some pages for my Certified Associate in Project Management. I'm working on that and hopefully we'll have everything finished and I can take the exam in like March or April. I do have a few spreads in here kind of basically hidden because all they are is the Post-it note. I'm not done setting them up yet. I haven't really decided how I want to set them up and I'm okay with that. I decided I'm totally fine with that. I do have a video checklist for my YouTube. I wanted to see if something like this would work for me. I'm not sure that it's going to. And then you are going to be seeing this video next. I will give you a sneak peek at my January 2-page spread. I think it looks awesome. So right now we are up to 71 pages that I have filled up in my bullet journal so far. I think I mentioned it in my Hobonichi setup video that I plan to have my planner in, I wonder where I should put this other ribbon. I plan to have my planner in the Hobonichi and to use my bullet journal for this kind of thing, for the spreads, for the photos, for the scrapbookiness of it, I guess is what we could say. Maybe I'll put this in the book section so I don't forget to go back and write stuff down because I have them already saved in my Goodreads. So there you have it. My bullet journal is all set up. It is beautiful. I'm using the Lauren Phelps design clear glitter cover again. And then of course I have my the front and back covers all nicely decorated. I hope you've enjoyed this. Let me know what bullet journal you're using this year. I hope everyone you love is safe and healthy, and I will talk to you later.